Right. Question of the day. Sorry, that might have blown your ears out. Question of the day. Who's your favorite Erudition character? For me, it's probably Serval because she's really pretty. Hello there. Welcome to another video. My name is Caffeinated Moose, and welcome to a new series I'm making, which I will call Should You Pull? Simple, nah. In the background, I've got some destruction-only sim-uni gameplay for you to distract yourself with. Subway Surfers Reddit video style in case the stuff I say bores you. So, we all know that Argenti's coming. You can see him up on the launcher when you first open up Star Rail. He's looking pretty damn Deluki. They just straight up snatched the design, honestly. He's of course the first Physical Erudition character we get, and there are some things I want to discuss about that. Right, first off, Erudition is very obviously not the best path in the game. It has many flaws. For one, Erudition characters are just not the best, and I have no hope of them being the best. You won't always fight 5 enemies, Erudition characters won't always utilize their full potential. They're supposed to deal lots of damage when 5 enemies are in the field, so they do obviously way less damage single target. It'll be a lot harder to beat a boss with an Erudition main DPS than a Destruction or Hunt main DPS. However, they do have an advantage, and that advantage is weakness break. If you build your teams well, according to the majority of weakness types of the enemies in whatever battle you're fighting, having an Erudition character can easily help you clear out their weaknesses, give them some DOT, imprisonment, or freeze, depending on the type of break. Sadly though, since Argenti's kit seems to revolve around his ult, large frequent numbers may be hard to get. I like to split damage into 2 types, big numbers and frequent numbers. A character who can get either or is most likely going to be an A to S tier character. Take for example Jing Yuan, big, hard to get numbers. You can do like, I don't know, 500k against 5 enemies once every 2 or 3 cycles. Or take for example Clara, who every time she's hit she does, I don't know, 50k if she's built well. A character who can get both frequent and big numbers is most likely going to be an SS plus tier. Take Jing Liu, who can do 20 to 100,000, 300,000 every single turn. With Argenti, since his kit seems to revolve around using all of his burst or half of it, it might be harder to get frequent big numbers unless his skill numbers are also really good. Okay, so Argenti is a Physical Erudition character. He's of course the first we get, so he might be useful in many places. Clara, however, if you have her, might overshadow him if his damage isn't enough. Since she can also inflict a lot of physical weakness break to many enemies. She's a standard character though, so I doubt her damage will be more than or comparable to his. Argenti might also get Jing Yuan treatment. Due to them both being of the same path, I'm worried that Argenti might get the same treatment. His banner is sadly in a very awkward place. He's right before Ruan Mei, one of the most anticipated characters for me. Dr. Ratio, and is also stuck with Silver Wolf's rerun. Alright, final point. Argenti's fucking beautiful. Pull for him if you like the guy, you don't have to follow the meta. Right, summary of this section. Advantages. Lots of weakness break. First, Physical Erudition, new niche, and he looks good. Disadvantages. Erudition is not the best path. He has a high energy requirement, so unless you can give him a lot of energy recharge, his big numbers are going to be rare, if his skill isn't good, of course. He might get Jing Yuan treatment, and his banner is in a very awkward place. Okay, now let's discuss his kit. First off, his basic attack, Fleeting Fragrance, deals physical damage equal to 130% of his attack to a single enemy at level 9. That's of course level 9, you need him to be C6 to have level 9. It does 20 energy regeneration. Justice Hereby Blooms, his skill, it's AoE, deals physical damage equal to 150% of his attack to all enemies, level 15, that's really good. I'm guessing at level 10 it's going to be around 100. Does 30 energy regeneration. Not much more than the basic attack. I don't know why. And weakness break 30 to each enemy. Also kind of reminds me of Jing Yuan. Jing Yuan does 30 to every single enemy, which I really don't like about him. For In This Garden, Supreme Beauty Bestows, Ultimate Part 1. It does 5 energy regeneration. Of course it's ultimate, it's not going to do much. 60 AoE weakness break. It consumes 90 energy and deals physical damage equal to 192 of his attack to all enemies. It's not bad. It's also not the best, but it's also only half his burst, so it doesn't matter. Ultimate Part 2 consumes 180 energy and deals physical damage equal to 336% of his attack to all enemies. and further deals damage for 6 extra times, so basically bounces, with each time dealing physical damage equal to 114 of Argenti's attack to a random enemy. Hold on, I need to do some maths here. That's 1032%, and if he does that to a single target, it's gonna be really good. I think that if his numbers are good enough, he might just surpass Jingliu in damage. 1036 multiplier is really insane. Talent. For every enemy hit when Argenti uses his basic attack, skill or ultimate, regenerates his energy by 3. So if you hit 5 enemies, it regenerates 15 energy. So basically, his skill at its strongest will regenerate 45 and not 30. He also gains a stack of Apotheosis. Increases his crit rate by 3.25%. This effect can stack up to 10 times. That's at level 15, of course. So I'm guessing it's more like 2.5, 2.25, level 10. So 22.5 to 32.5 crit rate. That's really good. Right, his technique. Manifesto of Purest Virtue. It's an impaired technique. After using the technique, enemies in a set area are inflicted with daze for 10 seconds. Dazed enemies will not actively attack the team. When attacking a dazed enemy to enter combat, it deals physical damage to all enemies equal to 80% of Argenti's attack and regenerates his energy by 15. Just does more damage, a bit more energy. It's really not bad. I don't think it compares to Jingliu's technique though. Allows her to do a lot of damage a lot faster. Right, his Eidolon's E1. A lacuna in Kingdom of Aesthetics. I think that this one is the best Eidolon to get. If you're gonna aim for either E1 or S1, I think you should take E1 instead of S1. Each stack of Apotheosis additionally increases crit damage by 4%. That's really insane. Not only will he get some 22.5 to 32.5 crit rate, but he'll also get 4 crit damage if he has the full stacks. I get Humility E2. If the number of enemies on the field equals to 3 or more when the ultimate is used, attack increases by 40% for one turn. Just a bit of extra damage. Not bad. E3 and E5, of course, they just upgrade. Right, E4. Trumpet's Dedication. At the start of the battle, gains 2 stacks of Apotheosis and increases the maximum stack limit of the talent's effect by 2. Takes it from 40 crit damage to 48 crit damage. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. Finally, E6. Your Resplendence. When using ultimate, ignores 30% of enemy target's defense. This just gives a lot more damage, really good but doesn't affect his playstyle too much. It also makes def reduction abilities slightly less useful. For example, if you ignore 30% of 1500 defense, it's more useful than ignoring 30% of 1000 defense. So pair him up with Harmony characters instead of Nihility, just to buff him up more efficiently. Right, so that's everything discussed about him. I believe that he has some really good potential. His 1036 or whatever it was multipliers can be really good, especially against a single boss enemy. But I still don't think he'll ever come close to power creeping recent characters like Jingliu and Dan Heng. I would like to be pleasantly surprised though. If every character is stronger than previous, then the game will stay alive. Everyone will just want to get new characters. Power creep is not always a good thing, but I think in a game like this one, it probably is. Probably. I don't think it's such a bad thing, honestly. Just get stronger enemies, dude. They're increasing MOC from 10 to 12 anyway, so stronger characters will be nice. Will be very nice. So, final thing I want to say. Pull for any unit you like, man. You don't have to stick to whatever the meta tells you to do. I, myself, pull for whatever character I like on my main account, and not what the meta tells me to pull. But that is about it. Thank you for watching this video. Like it if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below and share with your friends, and I'll see you next time on another episode of Should You Pull. Bye.